white checker. They take the green, they race. If they get to the white flag and the caution is not waved, the next flag finishes the race. If the yellow waves before the white flag, they'll do it again. And remember, tricky, tough, turn one. Who's gonna win it?
Carl spun the tires a little bit there. He's losing a lot of time. See Kyle Busch coming up through.
Oh, the leader sliding.
Yes, he overdrove the corner. So Kyle.
Like a lot of them overdrove.
Here comes Jimmy.
Race for fourth place. Joey Logano trying to defend. Carl Edwards trying to get it back into that inner loop, over the curbs.
Yeah, Joey used all of that 60 car there. He needed to keep him behind.
Remember Logano with the fresher tires. First off the pit lane on that stop.
Green-white checker here, though. A lot of racing left.
Second place, Kyle Busch, looking for a way around Jimmy Johnson. Coming to the white flag.
Kyle got up on the curb. That's going to hurt his exit speed there. Looked like he might have a shot at passing Jimmy down here going to turn one.
White flag, the next flag ends the race. Kurt Busch leading Jimmy Johnson 4 car lengths down the hill. Good gap.
Yeah, Kurt Busch is in good shape right here. He just has to make sure that he doesn't overdrive getting into the inner loop right here. He should pretty much have things well in hand.
If he's got enough fuel, don't forget.
That's right. And it doesn't blow up before he gets there. Saw that happen last week. Not with the Dodge, but Ricky Stenhouse Ford, so anything's possible here.
A run up the final straightaway and 2 last corners to the checkered flag. Jimmy Johnson not close enough as long as the fuel holds out. Under power and coming under the checkered flag. Kurt Busch wins it.
Logano was able to get by Kyle Busch.
Good job there, buddy. Good job with it. Awesome job, Kurt Busch. Awesome job.
Well, only 2 drivers led this race. They both have the last name. Older brother came out on top in this one. And Kurt Busch, talked about had a pretty good record in the Nationwide Series here. Added another win to it today. Shannon, they had enough fuel.
They did have enough fuel. I think it was the fingers crossed that got you guys to the finish line. Hey, you have a great shot of turn 1 right here on top of your pit box. What'd you think when they took the green flag and went through that turn?
I just hoping to picked all the fuel cell up. We knew we were a lap to the good on the 60 car, so just hoping everything came out of it. And, these guys did a great job this Ruby Tuesdays Discount Tire Dodge.
Brad Keselowski is in the pit studio right now watching the race, rooting you guys on. What was it like to work with Kurt this weekend?
It was a neat opportunity. I've had some great experiences here in this troubled time, which it's great with the organization we have that we can make the substitutions that are this level.
All right, let's go over to Nicole with your driver, Brad Keselowski, in the pit studio.
If you could see the look on Brad's face the second his car crossed the finish line, very genuine, big smile.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
It's great. You know, I was just saying, this deal didn't come together until literally Tuesday. We left our driver debrief talking about the Cup weekend at Pocono, and I walked up to Kurt and I said, hey, Kurt, man, it'd be cool if you drove my car this weekend. I just don't think I can pull it off. So he was like a kid in a candy store. His face lit up, and I knew he wanted to drive this car. I knew how bad he wanted to win, and I'm glad to see his hard work and his passion for the team pay off with a victory.
How big is this for the guys that you work with week in, week out, the crew guys?
Well, it's great for them. Like I said, 4 championship drivers in this car over a 4-week span between Sam Hornish, Jacques Villeneuve, Kurt, and myself. And that's going to be really good to watch next week with Jock as well, having won this race before. I mean, just so much momentum. I'm just so excited. I want to run down there and go see him in Victory Lane.
Brad, with him winning a cup race out in California, now winning this cup race, this seems like this is a good partner to tag on his coattail to learn some things off of road racing, because he knows what he's doing. It's pretty obvious.
He's a phenomenal road racer, phenomenal. I mean, that's why I was testing so hard. We went to Road Atlanta. He was way faster than I was, so we just kept coming back till we could run lap times close to his and have some data to compare to where we could do the same techniques, and hopefully that'll pay off for the cup side. But he is a phenomenal road course racer, way underrated. You guys talked about his stats the whole time. This is his place. I mean, and I expect good things out of him tomorrow as well.
Started on pole, got the win. Alan?
That's a pretty good track record here for Kurt Busch in the Nationwide Series, and when he does race, most of the time he leads a lot of laps too. Kurt has only run 3 times in the Nationwide Series here at Watkins Glen. He ranks 3rd all time in laps led now.
Wow.
That's pretty stout.
Yeah, it really is. And I can't tell you how difficult as a driver how this is to just jump in these cars that are underpowered and do all of these things. But just shows how good these guys are. You're with one of those, Doc.
Absolutely. He doesn't get in the Nationwide car very often, but boy, does he make the best of it. Jimmie Johnson, first of all, take us back. He went to the back of the pack and drove it all the way up back in the top 10 without a caution flag. Tell us about that run.
Yeah, I guess we had a problem on pit road with a fuel can being stuck in the car, and I knew I had a good car, and I knew it was getting better the longer we ran, so I was hoping for a lot of green flag runs, and we had it, and I was able to drive on up through there. A couple times I felt like I stalled out, but there's so many gaps that I had to kind of jump to get up to the next car that I just kept my head down, kept digging, and this Junior Motorsports car was awesome. Fast Chevrolet. There's a lot of good things about this race car, and proud of the effort, and can't thank these guys enough for having me in the car.
What'd you learn today that'll help you tomorrow?
Just reps, just getting in the rhythm, feeling brake fade, understanding my brake bias, kind of the rhythm of things. There's just a lot of small things that you kind of put in the back of your mind, and you just kind of count on those things later in the race in the Cup cars. So looking forward to it. I wish my family was here. I want to say hi to my wife and daughter, and looking forward to a fun race tomorrow.
How about that? Jimmie Johnson finishing 2nd. Alan?
He had Jimmie Johnson behind him, brother Kyle in close pursuit, Carl Edwards next to him on that last restart, and he got away and is driven into one main financial victory lane. Kurt Busch, the winner. Let's talk to him.
Kurt Busch wiping down his face. He said on the radio, a lot of work for a lot of fun as he climbs out of the 22 car. Winning at Watkins Glen. Brad Keselowski's already made his way to victory lane. All right, let's get some business out of the way first. How close were you on fuel?
I didn't know where we were on fuel. I didn't really care about it. It was just the way that the crew chief, Tom Gordon, set things up. He said, we're going to go to that 2-stop strategy. Anytime you do get a yellow, conserve. But it's tough to do, and really it's just tough to really adjust to everything that's different in a Nationwide car. You just kind of go off your hip and just let her shoot.
Had some of the best in the business, top 4 on that last restart. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a good finish, a fight to the finish. All day it was me, Kyle. It was actually Kyle, us, and then Edwards. And then with that restart at the end, all heck could have broke loose. I actually drove it in a little too deep. That right front was cold, but just got to thank these guys, for allowing me to step in. They're starting to call me Buschowski because I was wearing Brad's suit. But Tom Gordon, this crew chief over here, did an excellent job. This is a great Dodge Challenger, proud to drive it. All these guys, Ruby Tuesday, Discount Tire, and of course with Shell and Pennzoil allowing me to come over here and have fun. It's really neat to come over here, sit on the pole, and win, and fill in for Brad Keselowski.
All right, good luck tomorrow. Kurt Busch had a smile on his face when Brad Keselowski asked him to fill in this weekend, and guys, he has a smile on his face right now.
Hey, Ricky Stenhouse was hope.
There is Brad Keselowski going to get in on the congratulations as well. The Penske team, their winning in the NASCAR Nationwide Series has all happened in the last 6 races. We've seen the uptick in performance lately on the Cup side too. Those two guys working together.
Yeah, I think
part of it.
Yeah, been a big plus for both of them for this Nationwide car too. So good, give them both a chance to win the Sprint Cup championship.
Lots more post-race to come from the road course in Watkins Glen. Kurt Busch outdueled his brother Kyle and a lot of other heavy hitters in a green-white checker finish to take the checkered flag first.